Oh, what do you know? Illustration overtime super capital P power hour live stream in all caps. Paste in the link, click general, scroll down, click finalize, and it's up with a link to my stream. So now people can see what the heck I am doing with my life now. Nothing useful, that's what. Some music is playing now. I don't know which. Pronounce here. Time for the overtime power hour live stream. Haha. More links. Well, it would appear like we're back. And it is up. Exclamation mark. But so everybody will know that now the stream is going on. Hello everybody, I'm Douglas and I'm Bark. How are you doing? Let me find the things though. Also, hey Oni, welcome back to the stream. There we go. Little shimishama. Shimishmanga. Also called as preview. Also known as preview. Okay. So we're back for not too long, but back nonetheless. Let's do more comic book illustrations. So, took a while, but now we're back. And also, I don't know what song this is, but it's from one of the songs you guys requested earlier. This is Super Smash Bros. Brown Bell. Oh, come on. Also, apparently I have to reload the Good Boy bot because it disconnected. Oh shit, just a moment, everybody. Actually no, it is back, what do you know? Okay, now the Good Boy bot is working again. So, Oni, you can go ahead and request that song of yours again. Also, how are you doing now that we are back on track towards that rhyme, because they ended with ak, just like back. And that other word that also rhymes with ak. Oh, is this the Vaporwave songs? I would assume it is. Because it sounds vaporwavery. And yes, it was requested by you, so it is probably Vaporwave. And only says Dankborg bought his lace. Kinda. He's not necessarily lazy. It's mostly that the stream was working out before. But because the internet went down, he disconnected. And then I went there and pressed some buttons and got him to reconnect again. So now he's up and he should stay up. That's the way it should be, and go and stay. And yes, it was your old song request. Yeah, I decided to keep them. But so in case, well, in case things didn't work out, I mean, in case I came back to stream more later, you guys' songs would still be here. Guess what? They are. So whatever I did, it worked out in the end. Everybody can cheer and celebrate because of that. And Oni, you're still melting. Why? Is it really that hot over there? How many degrees is it making? I think over here the temperature has stalled. It isn't rising. I even put in another jacket because of how cold it was before. Weirdly, it was colder. It is colder now than it was in the morning. But I guess that isn't that weird. It's just weird in general. Oh. It's too hot. It's 98 Fahrenheit degrees. But Oni, why do you say things in Fahrenheit if you know that I don't know Fahrenheit? Those numbers means nothing to me. Might as well have said it's making 800 troubles degrees. I would still be on the same page. I would not know what you mean by those numbers. But in any case, welcome back to the stream. Other than being too hot and being melting, how are you? It is lovely Tuesday, the afternoon. It is those particular times for me. It is a Thursday and it is an afternoon for me. And I would hope that it would be more or less of the same for most people. Not everybody though, but most people. So let me check myself up to see one quick thing here. Okay. Things are done and done. What song is this? Mother Tree Girls Room. It's a lovely song. I like it. Bork's Room, not Girls Room. Yeah, Mother Tree Bork's Room or something. So, only, I think you're the only one in here, unfortunately. Because everybody else went over to Fox in Space streams because he's working on some animation and more interesting things, I would assume. So, how was the stream over there? What do you mean there are no songs? Oh, good boy bot, please. Okay. There we go. Songs. More Persona songs. And yes. How was the stream over there? Did you guys had a good time? Did you guys learn something new? Something old? Like something you once knew but forgot and then learned again? Or how was it? I'm curious. I'm a curious boy. I make a lot of questions. Okay, that lovely hair. Aha. Okay, now to finish up this. To finish up on this. This white art in here. Okay. Nani, the stream was good. He was someone you commissioned several years ago. Oh, lovely. So you stepped to him and got an emoji. Oh, how cute. He makes that animated series with Star Fox characters, if I'm not mistaken. That's super commendable because, you know, animating things is extremely hard and extremely lengthy. So no wonder not everybody goes and tries to do that. But it was interesting to see him for a while. I was following the stream too, but I was mostly having lunch. And then I was not having lunch anymore. After I finished having lunch, I decided, well, you know what? Let's prepare things to go back to streaming. And then when it showed up, the internet had, well, something had happened and the internet wasn't working anymore. So I had to wait. And I did wait. I waited an entire hour till the internet came back. And now it's here. However, I don't think this crazy interruption in I don't think that this interruption in this streaming is very good, because I feel like you're the only one in here, only everybody else defected to his channel. Now it's only you and me and the songs you are requesting. So feel free to request some more songs, and I mean also give you a few more points, that's so you can go and request more songs. I don't know. Even though each song request is like 3 points, although because you're a subwoofer I think you pay less. I think you pay 2 points per request. You could always use more points, some more good boy pounds, and because that's the only thing I can do to repay you, then I might as well go and do that. What song is this? Also, this overtime extra super special power hour stream, I don't know how long it'll go for, but it ought to last a while. Only say it's fine. The spicy music, Supaiso, hashtag Supaiso, music share 1-on-1. That's so lovely. Let's see. How do I do that? There, I gave you a few more points. I rounded up to 100. So now I can request a shitload more songs. Feel free to do so. And at any time and at your own leisure. It's your Sad Boy Team, the song. Also, Studio. What would I do without you? What song is this even? Mother Tree Monkeys Delivery Service. Huh. Isn't that game like old as shit though? Like for the SNES. Because, I don't know, I just find it kinda odd how these extremely old games, they have very good instrumental tracks. It doesn't feel like something they would be able to do back then in the day. And now you're doing hot deliveries in the hot sun. Why? I thought you worked in a garage doing mechanic work or office work. Or is it kind of a family business where you guys do everything yourselves? No, it said it's the game that hits you hard in the feels. Why? Why would it hit me hard in the field? Why would it be so mean as to go and do so? And only your bringing parts. Oh, now I know what's up with your life, which in itself is good, because now I have a leverage, because I know what's up with your life. So, say for example, in the future I need to blackmail you or whatever, and now I have a little bit of information about your habits and things you do, things you partake in, and certain peculiarities about your life. So that's always nice to have in mind. Yep. Not that I would, but in case I need to, now I know. Those are things. It's family business, we gotta do stuff ourselves. Well, at least you kind of are your own bosses, so that has benefits of itself, which is good. I would think so. Neku, hello! It's been ages, days since I last seen you. And by days I mean however many days you need to make up 3 entire months. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? It's weird seeing my webcam, and what do you mean I'm not a doggo in real life? Well, you see, I am. But do you know how those people have a lot of streamers have face rig cams, so they can put in a digital avatar of their digital selves, and it's supposed to capture the movements they do in real life and mimic it to a digital avatar. I have the same thing but in reverse. I have I have kind of a face rig but for human characters, and I threw in this skin you guys are seeing. It's so you don't have to to feel unnerved by seeing a talking dog and wearing glasses and with a beard and whatnot. Because I feel like some of you might be okay with that, some of you do. I find that highly disturbing, and some of you may freak out so much that you will never return to the channel, or worst even, you're going to try and report me to the authorities, and then they'll bring in the candle here to take me away. And because I don't want that, I use this human skin for my face rig shenanigan. Anyway, Anako says that we have talked yesterday. We have? Right you are, we have talked yesterday. But did we really talk? What did we even talk about? Was it a full conversation? Was it totally, completely worthwhile? Or could the conversation not have been expanded in scope and length a bit further? Couldn't it have been a deeper conversation full of meaning and soul and heart to it? It could have been, in my opinion. So hence, because it didn't have those things, I might as well say that it has been quite so long since we last talked properly. Not talked as in checked up, but talked as in we sat down, we put our feelings on the table, talked about the things that bother us, the things we like, the things we dislike, things that worries us, all those sorts of things, like a real talk. Let's see where I'm going with this. Oni, take me to the pound. You're a bad boy. What have you done, Oni? Why do you say you're a bad boy? Where have you gone? Let me check something here on Streamlabs. There we go. But anyway, how are you doing today, Neko? Today, in this lovely Tuesday afternoon, the 14th of June. One day before we reach the halfway point of this month, and it is time to say bye bye to June 2018 and say hello to July 2018 and start doing whatever it is that you people do on July. I know that I procrastinate on July. I do the same things I did on June, but in a slightly more sluggish pace because it's winter theoretically. And Neko, you're okay. Soon we'll have the dentist. Oh my, why would you go to a dentist? Are you not taking good care of your teeth? By any means. You should take care of your teeth, kids. It doesn't take too much if you brush your teeth every day when you wake up, and then again before you go to bed. And every now and then floss your teeth, or daily if possible. You will have much better teeth and a much more hygienic mouth. And whenever you go to the dentist will not look at your mouth and say, you need to do this and this and that. The dentist will look at your mouth and say, holy shit, this is a very, very, very good mouth. Have you been taking care of it? What have you been doing to keep it so good? And then you will feel like a good boy because you listened to someone who told you guys to be healthy, and you were rewarded with praise when people notice how healthy you are. And only it was Brad, he made you into a bad boy. You're too kinky now. Oh no. That Bradley. The things he do to people. And Neko, you wear braces. And yeah. Well, then. If you wear braces, that's an entire story altogether. You don't need to. You didn't need to listen to me talking about how important it is to have a good mouth hygiene. You could simply have told me, hey, I wear braces, stop talking. But alas, you didn't stop me, so I did waste everybody's time talking about how good and how important it is to brush your teeth. So see, Neko, the things you make me do. We wouldn't have to have this conversation if we talked more often. But because we don't, there it goes. Because like I said, it has been way too long since I last seen you. Like months. An entire human baby could have been born, conceived and born in that time since we last spoke. Which is a lot of time, mind you. It's normally something around 9 months. But sometimes can be more, sometimes can be less. Neko, you do have a good hygiene. How else you'd kiss people? Is that an euphemism for sucking lots of dicks? Because if it is, then sure. If it isn't, then what? What do you mean by kiss peeps? Or do you actually mean just kissing other people? Maybe you do. Maybe I should take my mind out of the gutter. What? That's what you get when you run with the likes of Oni. You get really kinky mind. And Oni, your dentist told you have a good mouth. That is amazing. Congratulations. Nikolai, how was your food, Doug? And how are you and your boyfriend doing? Okay today? That's a different question. I enjoyed my food. I didn't eat a lot. I had a couple sandwiches and fruit salad with condensed milk, which may not be the healthiest choice for me to be having right now. But I did have that, and I liked it because, you know, I'm a grown-up, independent young boy. I can't go and cook myself whatever food I want to have. And so I did that. It was amazing. I liked it. And how about you, Nikolai? How are you doing now in this, whatever the time of the day it is for you today, and whichever day it is for you today? Who? Buck says, and we're back. We are back. We are Super Bark. Couldn't be Barker. Actually, we could, but you don't go into maximum Borg drive. If you go into maximum Borg drive, what does not simply return from maximum Borg drive that easily. Ah, Neku, kiss people. We're pure. Yeah, I thought. Way too late I realized it was my mistake. I meant kiss people, not kiss dick. So, I apologize. But not really. But not really. Maybe secretly you wish that. Maybe secretly we all wish to kiss some D's too, some Richards. So who knows? But anyways, do remember to floss your teeth. It's important. Anani, yes, it was double entendre, which means it was both good and loud. Is that how you spell that word? Because I have no idea. Nikolai, you're doing good. You're just eating a homemade tea biscuit. I don't know what that is. I mean, I do know what a biscuit is, but what's the difference from a normal biscuit and a tea biscuit? Or are you having tea with biscuits with crackers? Homemade, no, nonetheless. Okay, now we do this. Very little, very subtle little lines in there. Yeah, I sent you after the stream is over. At its normal time, I sent you guys over to Fox and Space channels, so you guys could enjoy him working on more of his Flash animations. And I wonder, what did you guys think of it? Both of his channel and the animations he does. Because I thought it was very interesting and intriguing. By the way, I don't know if you guys have noticed yet, but I don't know how to pronounce certain words in English. All this complicated language of yours. And also, the song request functionality is on. If you would like to go and request a few songs, feel free to go and do so. But anyway, what I meant to say, Neku, is that it has been way too long since I have seen you here in the streams. I don't know when was the last time, the actual last time we have seen each other, but here on the stream it has been quite some time. So that's what I was confused about. What's going on in here? No. Sam says hello everyone. Hello Sam, welcome to the stream. What's the honor of we having this extra stream? I have work to do. I'm a lazy boy who procrastinates a lot, and I have not finished doing this work, and I need to finish doing this. It's leftover work I have to do. In fact, I'm pretty far ahead of the schedule, like really far ahead. But I would like to finish up this work here. And to do that, yet today I decided to go and do this extra stream time. The super special overtime power hour extra chocolate sprinkles with sugar on top and maybe some frosting and a bye-bye kiss. It's so, you know, it's always good to have a little bit more time to work on these things. And since I'm gonna be working on this thing, might as well stream it. And Nikolai asked, what time is it my way? My way, it is 4:18 in the afternoon of a lovely Tuesday afternoon. It's the 14th of June 2018, and it's making some pleasant, might I say, pleasant 12 degrees Celsius, and it says that tomorrow it's gonna be the same temperature. Actually, no, tomorrow is gonna make a low of 3 degrees Celsius. How lovely! So tomorrow's the day I freeze and die. I love it. How about you, Nikolai? What time is it over there? In whatever part of the world you live in. Oh, how sleepy I am. How sleepy do I get? In the late hours of the night. Even though it's just like the middle of the afternoon. Theoretically, I still have time to go about and run errands. Because goddamn, it's so early. Nikolai, that's funny. It's the same time away here in Cape Breton, Nova Scotia. Where in the world is that? If I'm not mistaken, that's Canada. Like eastern coast of Canada. And which is weird because theoretically the east coast of Canada is the part of Canada that speaks French. Or is it like the east, very northern east coast United States? I don't know. Bones is still going. here like in the middle of the night, so nobody had to lose work or anything because of it, because it was during the night. Anyway, and only hashtag Supaiso music, and you wrote Supaiso wrong on it. It's SUPAISSU, Supaiso. But then again, what am I gonna do about the way you write your own memes? You got some hip and catchy songs, and it was you who requested Kaze no Yukue, whatever that is. It was you apparently. Samuel asked if it was only you can see on the bottom of the video feed who requested what songs. If you're ever confused about who requested what, you can always check up there. Wow, I'm a sleepy boy. What do you know? Let's have me some water. And some gum as well. Darkly chewing gum is a good way to stay awake. You're a little too noisy though. So nobody else is into the World Cup, are you? And also Pixel Unicorn 14, hello, welcome to the stream, and thank you very much for following the channel, and welcome to the pack. How are you doing? By the way, in case you were unaware, my name is Douglas, and I'm illustrating the new page of my comic, The Golden Week. The Golden Week is over, so I'm not doing that. My new comic, Call Me Yours, which is a gay romance comic that I'll be posting for free starting in 3 weeks, I think. In the future, in the near future. And Bones, it would be if it was a holiday-like event like I described. And only you're gonna play that song I liked several weeks ago, Old Urban Night, sure. And Oni says the World Cup tickets in USA are $550 and 75 cents. But the World Cup is not happening over there. How? What are they selling tickets to? Explain yourself, Oni. But then again, I don't think that it is a big thing because over there, because I don't think the United States have a big presence or are very into soccer. But you guys get on Christmas the Super Bowl, isn't it? With American football. And isn't it like a gigantic festivity or whatever? And I don't know. I don't know it from movies and TV shows. Mostly Friends. That the Super Bowl is, in a way, important? Irrelevant? And unlike the World Cup, the Super Bowl happens every year or so, I think. So there's that. But then again, I don't think there's a World Cup of American football because apparently only you guys play that. Some other parts of the world play rugby, which is more or less the same thing. And other than that, no one else in the entire rest of the world plays American soccer, football. I don't think. Only it's in Russia, but they're selling ticket for that. Oh, those are some expensive tickets, by the way. I wonder who in the world is those people who are following the team around the world to watch them play and paying that kind of money for tickets and travel expenses and shit. I can't think of anyone that I know personally that would do that. Even if they had money, like that kind of money to spend on tickets and travel, they were probably doing something else with their lives, like traveling to somewhere but not to watch games but to enjoy the scenery or whatever. And Bones will say that Super Bowl is a big deal, yeah, but only said that the Poppy Bowl is a bigger thing. Do enlighten us only on what, how, why, when, and what is the Poppy Bowl? I am curious. My canine curiosity needs to be sated by answers. Answers which I believe only you can provide at this rate. So, what is the Poppy Bowl? Also, I don't know what song this is because the name is in Korean or whatever. But I like this music. It's pretty chill. I'm pretty relaxed, and it makes me happy. I like it. And who's that? Neku. Hello. You just you subwoofed for 1 month. Why, thank you, Neku, for subwoofing to the channel. I really super duper appreciate it. Thank you so very much. And congratulations, you got yourself some 500 good boy pounds to spend on music. And on top of that, you can now watch this stream without ads. And you get to use the lovely emotes and on top of everything else, you get to support me, which is pretty good. I like to think, at least. And you're leaving for the dentist? Sure thing, Neko. Once again, thank you very much, and have an amazing time over there. And stay awesome. I thought I was gonna say something else, but stay awesome. And only Puppy Bowl is where they put puppies from any doggo species inside a small makeshift stadium and let them roam around and be adorable, roughhouse, or play with the foam football. It's called Ordinary Love Kyung Park. And your canine doggo soul was damaged. Yes, when people subwoof to the channel, you take damage. That's a thing that happens. I'm gonna obnoxiously chew on this gum for a while, but because it makes a lot of noise, I'm gonna chew it away from the microphone. So you guys don't get super cringed, because I don't think any of you are into that ASLR, LM, or whatever. That little thing where people get turned on or whatever by sounds and noises and things. And Waniguchi, hello! Persona 5 music, you dig it, so do I. That's why I put in an entire playlist of Persona 5 songs to play when nobody is requesting a song. So you get to hear that. And also, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Also, Oni, is that all you had to say about the Puppy Bowl? Or don't you have anything else to say? Because I'm slightly intrigued about this Puppy Bowl. It might be something I might feel like investing in the future. And I wonder how we can profit from that kind of sport and event. And Waniguchi, you're doing good, love my comics, so you thought you would drop by. Why, thank you. Well, feel free to stay for as long as you'd like, and I'll make sure to well, provide an entertaining environment for you to stay around if you would like to do so. And for everybody else. Because I wonder how We all know that sports move a lot of money around in all sorts of things and in all sorts of ways, and I wonder how people playing sports nets so much money. And one of the obvious answers is that through the fans, whenever fans buy fan whatever, like shirts and when they buy shirts, mugs, cups, and whatever, the team gets some money. The entire team, and there are also the shared tickets from games and other events of the sort, and I don't know what else there would be where people should have money. When Iguchi, are you using Photoshop? No, I'm using Clip Studio Paint. It's a program for doing illustrations and comics. It's kind of like Photoshop, but it's lighter. It's more on the lighter side. I'm not a gigantic fan of Photoshop itself. I've tried using Photoshop many a times in the past, but Photoshop has this problem where it randomly crashes. And some version has this problem where it's extremely laggy, which makes working on it near impossible. So I decided to not even bother. And when you use mostly Side for most of your stuff, they didn't recognize the user interface. There shouldn't be any user interface visible, really. I cropped up everything so you couldn't see the user interface in this program here. Because if you went to go and see the actual user interface for Clip Studio, it would be something like this, more or less. Kind of like this, but this. This is the entire. This is the interface for Clip Studio. It's kind of like Photoshop. There's some things here to the right, some things here to the left. These are the tools with its many configurations. Here are the layers and whatnot. Here's the navigator, and here in the middle is the canvas. Up top here there's some options, and if you press tab you can hide these side panels. But because even a lot of those smaller things takes up quite a lot of space, I crop it up on the capture on OBS, and so you guys only see the canvas where I'm working. You get to see the little preview here in the corner, that so you can see what part of the picture I'm focusing on. And then there's some other things on the screen. Mostly what you meant, Psy is intrusive. Oh, no worries, it kinda is. Very intrusive every now and then. I'm sorry you're not good at English. Well, I beg to disagree. Your English is very understandable and I don't mind it at all. So, here in Clip Studio, one thing you can do is click Window, then go Canvas and go to a new window. And this creates a new window of the same canvas you're working on. Then you can click and drag it out. That's why it becomes its individual. So it becomes its own window. And so if I were to go back here to the drawing and do whatever, say for example, I get my brush and paint it over here, it updates on all across every window. So that's the important thing about using these little windows and whatnot. I use that for previews, but people use that to speed up their work. There are lots of artists who do that. They work with a big and a small window. And the way these windows work is better in Photoshop. Oh, in Photoshop it works better because you can quickly draw things in one window and it'll reflect in real time in the other. Here there's this little delay. And switching between windows is kind of fuzzy at times. It doesn't work very well. I mean, it does work, but it isn't as instant. You have to manually transfer to one window to another. You have to click it to make it become active, and then you can start using it. Which is kind of annoying, but anyway. That is a really good idea, you like that? Well, I'm glad you do. Do test it out on your works. Maybe see if it works for you or not, and try it out. I don't remember if Psy has one thing like that. I think it does. I think that Psy does have something like that. But anyway, Oni, you're bringing the series Beat Out Boys. What do you mean, Oni? What do you mean by the series Beat Out Boys? Who are they even? Now you're bringing the serious music. I wonder what music those could be. Because you're a serious boy, man. And Sam, you're Bark. Welcome, Bark, Sam. How are you doing today? I mean, I already kind of know how you're doing today, but welcome, Bark. And Sam, only be careful with what you wish for. No to more happy tones music, says Oni. Waniguchi, you ask where I'm from. I'm from Brazil. I'm from southern Brazil. I don't know if you are familiar with it. It's a country that exists in South America, and I'm from there. It's theoretically a nice place to be in and at, or well, it's a good place, except it's kind of chilly today because winter is coming. You said that that's awesome. Yes, I agree. It's a lovely place in here. Too bad that there are some things here and there that makes meeting the entire country kinda hard. Mostly how expensive traveling is in general, and how massive the country is. But it's a lovely place, I like it here. And there we have it. Sam, you are saying that today learning that Brazil is the most ecological country in the world in certain questions. If people followed the rules, we would be the most ecological, stable place on Earth. Yeah. Ecologically wise, Brazil is a paradise. We have a marvelously well-rounded and very powerful ecosystem. Because a lot of European countries, for example, they don't have like the best water ever. They have good water, but it's either expensive or kinda it's expensive and hard to get. It's drought that can happen every now and then. And Brazil is one such country that has never suffered from drought, not in its southern half at least. Well, never is kind of a stretch, but it is not a country that is very susceptible to things like lack of water and whatnot. Waniguchi says that Australia seems very ecological too. It is current summer here in Japan. Not too hot, lucky. Well, lucky you, indeed. Because Oni just said how unbearably hot it is over there where he lives. And indeed, it could be, you can. I wonder if there's some correlation like with how hot it is over there is how colder it is over here, or not, if that's kinda completely random and has nothing to do with anything. I don't know. The fact is, it is pretty cold here today, and it'll get even colder at night. Tomorrow's gonna be a cold day as well. And that's kinda black. But anyway. Oh, and you say hashtag spicy. what is spicy on it. And also, Waniguchi, where have you found my comic? From Rat? Because these new comics of mine, I've got to know that there are people who are posting it all over the place, and it's kind of not very nice to know that. Find out about that. And Sam, you say that Australia is ecologically stable in certain questions, but people hunt too much there. And since there are too much Vulcans there, it's bad. Are there volcanoes? I don't remember about there being volcanoes in Australia. I don't think there are. Do you wanna know why? Sure, Sam, why? You can explain why it is cold there and hot in Japan, but it would have to enter in geography mode. Well, it's a simple matter of rotation and whatnot. I have explained the whys of that the other day. No need to concern yourself with that, Sam. What I meant to say is that I wonder if there's some correlation between if the colder it gets here, the hotter it gets there, or not, because I've seen a lot of people complaining about how hot it is, and over here I've seen a lot of people complaining about how cold it is. So I wonder if a cold winter in the southern hemisphere means a very hot summer in the northern hemisphere, or if that has nothing to do with anything. It's just random. Anoni, you said it's hot there. They promise rain, 30% chance. You can see no rain. Anoni, you are from Texas. And Waniguchi, what is a Vulcan? Volcano is the right term. You know, those big mountains with, I don't know what is the actual definition for a volcano. Is a mountain with a crater on the top and lava beneath? The escaping point for lava? I don't know what is, because a volcano in itself is a word that sums up all that. Sums all that up. Anyway, but it's currently only 20 Celsius in Matsudo. Well, lucky you. It's 10 Celsius degrees here in Porto Alegre. Unknown, it says the cowboy place where Brad is supposed to be. Is that so? Wani, you see my comic on Fur Family with Call Me Daddy. You have not read Golden Week yet because it's long for you. Yeah. Golden Week is kinda long. Indeed, it is. 170 pages. But feel free to read it sometime if you feel like it. I have heard that it's pretty good. Bones almost quitting time. Ooh, indeed. When do you quit the job, Bones? Do you leave work at 6, at 5:30, at 9 in the evening? When do you leave work? I don't know that information. It's not something I know the answer to, so you have to supply it to me. Sam, it's because Japan is located in a place with many industries, and also it's located where it's both close and far from the equator line. What do you mean both close and far at the same time? And Wani, yes, no volcano. Never heard of active volcano in Australia. Yeah, I have never heard of that either, but what do you know? Apparently there is some. But if you only visit Sydney, Albury, Wodonga, in Australia, so you're not sure. Well, who knows? Maybe there is some. Sam, due to this, the south of Brazil is not too exposed to the sun. Therefore, the summers in the south are colder, and in Japan it's hotter because the closer to the equator line, the hotter the summer is. I feel like you're still missing the point I'm trying to make, so never mind. I was talking about something else entirely. With certain exceptions due to external factors. And only you would suggest a lower volume to this. Oh honey, why do you do this to me? Sam, there are no active volcanoes in Australia. You wanted to say Oceania. It's because Australia is close to the equator line. It isn't really. I don't think it is, at least. Well then. But anyway. That was enlightening. Wani, yes, you know of volcanoes in Oceania, like Fiji, Hawaii, and Japan. Oh, you people who live in there have to be extremely ballsy to live and thrive near active volcanoes. But then again, this forest season happened because of the rotation. Wani, Mount Fuji is safe, is it? It's just a mountain, isn't it? But you live away. Huh. Well, is Mount Fuji a volcano, or is it an extinct volcano, or is it just a mountain? I don't know that. And Sam, the closer to the equator line, the hotter the summer is. Rotation affects less countries that are far from the equator line. Oh, you say mountains are bad, McKay. And Wani, it's not an active volcano. So it was a volcano once. Sorry for the English, by the way. I hope you understand. I am understanding, yes. No need to worry. I'm understanding what you mean to say. And Sam says it's okay, no one here is judging. Well, I am judging. I'm judging all of you guys every single hour of every single day. Even when you're not here, I'm judging you. Precisely because you're not here. My name is not starts with J, but I'm a big judgy Jason when it comes to that. I'm judging about all the things. Why am I so judgy though? Because I want to have high standards, and to have high standards, one needs to be very judgy in the way they go through life, more or less. Maybe, I don't know. Well, judging is the way to go. And only you're a serious boy now. Too cool for school. Well, you say that, but I'm judging you on it. Huh? Sam says interesting, judge me if you can. Well, I don't want to. I already did. Many times. And only, you were mirrored, Doug. You judge me and my Final Fantasy rules, I judge back double. Huh. Well then, if you say so. And when you go to, you ask, is Golden Week still being updated? No, it isn't. It ended. So it has 275 pages and that's it. There's no more updates to it. It's over. I finished that and now I've started these other comics here. The Call Me Daddy and Call Me Father. And now Call Me Yours, which is chapter 3 of this new series. Which is super exciting, by the way, because even though they are not, even though they are completely different things in themselves, they take place in the same universe, which is amazing. I like to think. And there we go. Like I said before, there's some sketches, well, before in the earlier stream, there's some sketches missing from this page here, which I'll do later. There's this sketch here for Gavin, and there's another one here for Bradley. Those are missing. But this page is so far ahead in the comic that I have like 3 weeks before I need to finish this one off, so I'm just gonna throw in some colors on those and be on my merry way because I have to go cook dinner. And only Golden Week already has came to an end, and Sam says no, the Golden is over. The Golden is over for everyone. And this is the newest comic I'm doing. And one you say okay, it was waiting for it to finish before you read it since it's so long. Well, no time like the present, it is over, so get to it. And enjoy Call Me Daddy and Call Me Father. Oh, thank you so very much, Pony. This is a sequel to that one. So if you like those ones, you might enjoy this one too. Let's show some colors on young Nathan boy. It's page 7. Color. And only you need a dad for Father's Day. Can you borrow Gabriel? No. And Sam, you think someone else has eyes on him? Oh wait, you said something before. Wait, you have. So what's your opinion? My opinion of you? Because now you're curious. Well, I'm not. I won't tell. I'm judging, but I won't tell what I am judging. Because, you know, it's kind of mean to go and tell people what you truly think about them. So I'll keep that opinion for myself instead of telling you what I'm thinking. Third thing, someone else has eyes for him, like a certain fox. Wani, who is the bulldog, or that will be revealed? Yes. This new comic I'm doing, the first page goes out in about a few weeks, but you can read it now on Patreon if you become my patron. For $5 per month, you can read these new pages of the Call Me Yours that I'm posting already. Otherwise, you can wait a few more weeks until it comes out for free on Fur Affinity and the comic site and other places where there's links down below. But this comic is still ongoing, and this character with the underbite will still be revealed who he is. So there's some waiting left to do. Although you guys already went and told that it's Wallace. Well then, it is Wallace. More about Wallace will be revealed as time goes by. There's no art of him already around. Actually, to be honest, there is 1 or 2 pictures of Wallace that I drew the last year and posted on Fur Affinity and somewhere else. Although by then nobody was aware that he was gonna be a character, so probably passed by everyone's mind and nobody paid much attention to it. But it is there. If you go to my Fur Affinity or my Tumblr, you can see these pictures of Wallace that I drew. Bone says that Wallace is a husband. On one, you have a weaknesses for underbites. Good to know. And Oni, you don't sob. And one is sorry, would totally pay Patreon, but you have broken scapoid, so you cannot work. You will when you work again, though. Oh, don't worry. I make this comic available for free because I want people to read. I don't want to deny people from the experience of reading my comics. So it will be available for free. But because I also have to make a living somehow, that's why I have this thing going on Patreon. Dogs need to eat too. Hashtag dogs need food too. But you will be able to read it for free. But if you want to start reading it right now, then Patreon is the way to go. Also, I'm just gonna stream for this next 12 minutes before I go out to start making food, sustenance, and other things that are needed for me to become to stay an alive boy. Otherwise, I'll become a hungry and starving and possibly dead boy. so I will be taking a de facto break until tomorrow to go fix me some food. Although I don't have anything to make food with. That sucks. Bones, hashtag delayed spoiler warning. Well, thank you, Bones. That worked. Anony says Doug shut you down hard. He didn't think twice. I don't remember what I shut you down about, but I probably had a reason to do so. So, yeah. I had a reason, so I stand my ground on that decision I did think about the things we're telling everybody about. Possibly. And Bone says hashtag dogs need food too. We're supposed to be dogs, as in the every canine ever. But it can be me too, exclusively me. Doug needs food. True. Wani, I will look forward to, and when you are not living on government payment, you will support me. I very much enjoy my comic. And what's food price like in Brazil? It isn't very expensive, really. I don't even know how to compare it to. But it's not expensive per se. The problem is just that I haven't gone, my freezer has a problem. And I didn't, and because my freezer has a problem, I haven't gone grocery shopping for things like meat and whatnot. Things that need to go in the freezer. So, I can make food, but there's very little else I can put on food. So maybe I'll go cook some pasta with some sauce I'll fix up. And then I guess I'll make fried eggs and boil some potatoes or whatever. I don't know, I'll have to fix up something. But it won't be anything too exciting, it will be something very mild, to say the least. And Nani, when you said you needed a dad and asked if you can borrow Gabriel for the day. Well, because you know, he's more than a father, you can't have Gabriel. Period. Wani, you mean food costs of eating out, assuming one is not doing home cook. It isn't also expensive, it is actually quite reasonable. Problem with eating out is that well, there isn't too much of a problem really. The only problem is that, you know, you already kinda have a habit of doing that, so if you keep that going on, by the end of the month we will have 8 more takeout than actually cooked food, which sucks tremendously because, well, that sucks tremendously because we need to start making food instead of ordering takeout. Otherwise, the food we have on the refrigerator will go bad, and we will be wasting too much money on food and takeout or whatnot. That's our conundrum with food. But that's not a thing from Brazil, it's a thing of us personally. And in general, food, if you eat meat and vegetable, I don't know, it's reasonable. It is a thing you can do very oftenly it isn't expensive enough. I mean, by very often I mean every now and then, not like every single day. But yeah, ordering food and food shenanigans are not too expensive. They are reasonable. Then again, I think that in most parts of the world, buying takeout food or whatever is reasonable enough. Otherwise, those people wouldn't have a job anymore. Sam, the price is good when you buy groceries alone. Is it frustrating not being able to put your thought into words? You have been trying to learn English for 5 years. You play American video games to teach you. Well, I personally think that your English is quite good, Wani. I have been... So far I'm being able to understand everything you've been saying, and I don't feel like there's a gap in translation. Truly. So far you're doing good. You should get lots of praises. And only asks then, who can you borrow for Father's Day? How about Bradley? Bradley's single. Although, I don't know. Hard to say. Well, pick whoever you want, Oni. Just make sure to ask them for permission first. The person who consents is a person whom you can do good things with. So yeah, ask them, make sure they consent, and then bring them home. Go to town or do whatever you do in Father's Day. And by go to town, it didn't mean the other kind of go to town, if you know what I'm saying. And what else? Now, Wani, you have visited Albury, Wodonga, Victoria, Australia, and Wichita Falls, Texas, America, and the food is very cheap for takeouts. No, I wouldn't know, but I would guess it is actually. I would suppose it is cheaper in certain places and certain conditions. And restaurant for both is expensive a little. Oh yeah, restaurants are always expensive, but takeout food is pretty cheap, depending on where you go though. Pretty affordable food. These food industries we have going on. Not only you don't know who to borrow, but you'll be a good boy and bring them back after 10 PM. And when in Australia is more Japan friendly, more people from your culture there. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's the proximity. Brazil is pretty Japan friendly as well. Especially in São Paulo, there's an entire neighborhood dedicated to preserve the Japanese culture, which is amazing, by the way. If you ever have the chance, you should go and visit there one day. Although going to Brazil might not be super cheap or super affordable. But you should try it someday in the future if you can. One you went this town called Beechworth, and they were good for you. And you would like to visit Rio de Janeiro and São Paulo. Hope to spell it right. More or less, yeah. Those have weird spelling to get, so don't worry about that either. And Samuel, right, it is that one neighborhood you said. That's the one I was talking about. Also, I learned how to play this song on the guitar. Took me I looked some tabs online and I learned how to play the song with the guitar. Too bad I suck at the guitar to play it reliably, but it was fun while it lasted. So, those of you who have been watching me, I figured that this stream has not been the most interesting because I've been mostly going around. This time I didn't talk about my process too much, which is normally what you guys like me to do. But I figure it's more important for these streams to be recorded and be kept and be saved, rather than me just working on the pages and having no video memory of it. So yeah, there is a replay function here on on Twitch where you guys can go and replay previous streams, although after a certain time those streams are instantly deleted. But what I'm doing is that I'm uploading these streams to my YouTube channel, so you can go to youtube.whatever, possibly youtube.com/DouglasKim, and then you can find my channel where you can watch the streams that I've been doing and saving over there, which is amazing if you guys are into watching the streams. But this stream is too old and it's not on Twitch anymore, so maybe go and check it out eventually. Wani, you are a very adventurous eater. You would like to visit Brazil, Malaysia and such. Who has said the music, he really liked it. Hard to know, really, at this point. But anyway, like I said, it's now 5:30. It's starting to get dark. I have to go out and cook me some dinner. And I didn't get to do a lot of work here, unfortunately, but I hope you guys enjoyed this overtime extra power hour, super delicious magical friends, sugoi desu ne, stream for everybody and everybody for me that we had going on here. I don't know how often I'll be able to do this, of streaming in the morning and then streaming more in the afternoon, but if possible I'll try to do more of that. However, I can't promise anything. Other than that, this is it. I'll finish coloring these pages, and ow, my back hurts so much. I'll finish coloring this page here on some other time. And then this is page 8, which I was also coloring. There's still more sketch and line art to do, so I'm doing this in a very weird way. This is page 6, which is not the next page I'll be posting tomorrow. This is page 5. This is the page I'll be posting tomorrow on Patreon. I need to finish the background, and then you guys will see this page up tomorrow if you are following me on Patreon. Supporting me on Patreon rather. You will be able to see this tomorrow. If you're my patron for at least $5, you can become my patron. But starting in 2 to 3 weeks, I should start posting this comic for free on all the other sites, so everybody who's not a patron can follow it as well. So this is the page that will go up tomorrow, page number 5. This is the page that will go up on Patreon next week, page number 6. Then on the next week, page number 7. And then on the other week after that, this is page number 8. So as you can see, I'm way ahead of schedule, which is amazing. Waniguchi says, what made you decide the purple eye color for the tiger? Or was it a gut feel? I don't remember. I guess I had seen a lot of people with characters with purple eyes, and I looked at them and I was like, I like this design, this purple eye for characters. And I like it so much that I decided to go and make a character like that. It was a phase where I was really into characters with unusual eyes for colors. So as you can see, Nathan has purple eyes, and Wallace here, he has red eyes. So it's really about being unconventional and being different, and it's unique, and I like it. And Iwani character has purple eye too, so you was curious. Oh, I see. Well, do show us your character later. There's a link down below for the Discord. You can join the Discord channel and chat with us after the stream is over. So do try and go out and check it out, the Discord, in case you missed it here. Oh shit, sorry. This is the Discord. That's where you can check it out and come chat with us. But everybody, this is time to say our lonely farewells again. I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. It was, like I said, wasn't the best ever. It's super short as well. This overtime power hour. But I hope you guys enjoyed this nonetheless. I'll be seeing you guys again tomorrow morning for some games this time. By tomorrow morning I mean several hours earlier than today this stream has started. I'll be playing some games. I don't know which games yet, but I'll be playing some games, and later on in the afternoon I'll be posting these comic pages for you guys to read. And other than that, I hope you guys have an amazing day, an amazing night, an amazing afternoon, whatever time of day you guys are having. And stay warm, stay cuddly, and I'll be seeing you guys later. Thank you so very much for joining this stream. But before you truly go, I would like to direct you guys to other people, other marvelous, beautiful people who may be streaming lovely all sorts of lovely, weird, random things today. Such people are, well, they have many names, but well, they have many names and they do many things. But one of the people you guys can go and check out is Lapin, because he's playing games and he loves to play games, especially horror games. So if you are into the horror genre and the horror games, go check him out, and I think you will enjoy hanging out with him. But other than that, my name is Douglas. It was a pleasure having you guys here, and I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.